Chinem Tono. I think I got that right. But anyway, welcome everybody to the absolutely, completely random podcast for Saturday, November 4th, 2017. I'm Andrew Rhodes. I will be your host. Evil Andrew is back in his own personal dimension. Professor Clump is sick with the flu, unfortunately. Poor Professor Clump. I hope he gets better. I hope he gets better. Anyway, what do I got to talk about this week? Pokemon is hitting its 1,000th episode. Holy hell. 1,000 episodes already? Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Some sad and somber news coming from Bandai Namco, you miserable bastards. Digimon Heroes will be shutting down at the end of the year. An Apple engineer has gotten his ass canned after a video. I will explain about that. Video Girl I, the manga series and OVA series, and basically, okay, I'll say it, every guy's first take into what anime and manga is misrepresented as is going to be getting a live-action show. Yeah. And big news for fans of Attack on Titan, get ready to cream your jeans because Season 3 is set to kick off in July. I'll explain about that. But as always, folks, you know what time it is. If you're looking for oddities, collectibles, weird shit in general, check out A-Roads 2012 on eBay. A-Roads-2012. I keep forgetting the damn hyphen. A-Roads-2012 on eBay for all your weird anime oddities. Where you can get, well, I shouldn't really say anime oddities. I have more than just that. I do have some Yu-Gi-Oh cards I put up, some Pokemon cards, just some weird shit in general, stuff that's random. Basically, I'm like your friendly neighborhood yard sale. Yeah, that's what I am, your friendly neighborhood yard sale. So be sure to check me out, A-Roads-2012 on eBay. You can also follow me on Twitter at OtakuRoads. So, how did my week go? Well, I start night shift next week. Yay, night shift! For those of you that weren't here last year, or that are new to the podcast, first off, welcome. Hence my Chanum Toto, or Chimin Tolo. That's it, Chimin Tolo. I was trying to get the right greeting here. It's from Rick and Morty. I've been watching more of the episodes and more clips, so bite me. Anyway, I don't mean that literally. I'm very hard and very rough. But anyway, for those of you that are joining me this year that are new to the podcast, first off, welcome. For those of you that have been here since the beginning, definitely welcome back. Thank you for being here. For those of you that are still my fans, I thank you. But last year, since I work in retail, starting around November, we started doing night shift. Or overnight, as they call it. I call it night shift. If you're there and it's dark outside and you're leaving and it's still dark outside, it's called night shift. I'm not sure last year of what this strange glowing orb in the sky is. I had to look it up in a book. The ancients called it the sun. Well, apparently I get to experience that again, though, this year, as because the holidays are fast upon us, and it's soon going to be getting to the point where we're going to be preparing for Christmas in January after we just finished Christmas. But anyway, retail starting overnight next week, so I'm looking forward to that. And yes, I really had to swallow my pride on that one. As far as I know, it will not hinder the podcast recording. I will definitely, as God is my witness, and any deity is my witness, any powers that be, it will not interrupt this podcast in any way, shape, or form. I will make sure of it. Believe me. But other than that, I've had a pretty fun week. Not really much happening other than topics that I get to talk about. But yeah, it's been a pretty good week. No drama, no excitement, nothing that I really want to talk about here. But anyway, I want to know how your weeks have been. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know how your weeks have been going. I'd like to know. But anyway, that's about all I got this week. Not really looking forward to anything coming up in the near future, because once night shift starts, it's going to be back to me sleeping during the day and me being awake at night. And that's going to pretty much go to the end of the year. All of December last year was a blur to me, in all honesty. It's still a blur to me. So there is that. But I'm looking forward to this. There is a new Andrew Rance video headed up. Going to be recording it yet, and it will be put up after this podcast, so look forward to that. There is an Andrew's Theory video that I am working on somewhat. Look forward to that. I do plan to do Andrew reviews again, since I'm going to have a little bit of time before I go to sleep. When night shift starts, I can quickly record something with my small camera, save the video, and then deal with it later on. So look forward to that as well. But, yep, let's get into the podcast. Let's jump into this and get this baby started. Woohoo! Okay, so when you hear the words Pokemon or Pokemon and anything else, what's the first thing that instantly comes to your mind? Well, if it's Pokemon Go, congratulations, you're at least hip with the time. Fact to be, I'm actually happy. A friend of mine went down to the event last weekend and brought me back a poster. It's really cool. I want to get a frame for it. I'm being honest with that. I really do want to get a frame for that. It's a really cool poster. But anyway, the Pokemon anime series is what I want to talk about, because they're preparing to air their 1,000th episode. That's right. It's been a little over 20 years since Pokemon started. I remember vaguely here in the U.S., I don't believe it started correctly. Like, you had the episode with Charmander or Charmeleon taking on Paris was the first episode I remember watching. And I'm not joking on that. That was honestly the first episode that I remember watching. Then the following episode, Charmander is trying to take on Aerodactyl and evolves into Charizard. I had no idea what in the hell I was watching at this point. In all honesty, I could have been watching Kitty Crack for all I knew. And I remember taking some high bounce balls and chucking them out in my yard, thinking that they were Pokeballs, and I'm catching Pokemon that aren't there. And it's like, to think like years later then smartphones would allow people to do that with Pokemon Go. That's pretty cool. But the first episode aired on April 1st, 1997. Now let's fast forward to November of this year, and believe it or not, it's about to hit the big 1,000. I'm hoping to eventually hit 1,000 episodes of my podcast too, but this is actually a big thing here, and I do mean that. This is pretty huge. The episode airs in Japan on November 9th, and it'll be at 6:55 p.m. Japanese Standard Time on TV Tokyo, and it will feature comedian Sunshine Ikizaki. Don't know who that is. Making his voice acting debut as Hypno. Yeah, that's right. So Hypno's going to be in this. Now, if memory serves, they're still in Sun and Moon yet, so Hypno. Yay, Hypno. Interesting. I kind of remember there being a Hypno in a previous episode of Pokemon Go. No, not Pokemon. A Pokemon, like the first season in Kanto. I vaguely remember that, or was it two Drowsies? I remember it was a bunch of rich people and they were trying to do sleep or something. I don't remember. Shortly after the episode, a 1,000th episode milestone live event will take place on November 11th at Ikebukuro, Tokyo's Sunshine City Fountain Square. Guests for the event include voice actor Rika Matsumoto, Kei Shindo, Hitomi Kikuchi, Fumiko Takikuma, and Kichi Nakigawa. And I do apologize if I mispronounced any of those, but I think I got them all right. I'm getting a little better. TV Tokyo also has a weekly gift campaign planned. Ooh, a gift campaign. Yeah. It's sort of like, remember, for those of you that ever watched the Super Sentai series, what they used to do, at least the last few seasons, I don't know about any of the current ones, I haven't really been watching Q Ranger much. It's funny, I'm so far behind on it at this point, I figure I might as well just wait until the next season starts and then just start watching that one. But anyway, what they usually do at the end of the episode is they usually have like a little game or something where you could, use your interactive remote and guess where the thing's going to be, or guess which color or something, and you could win prizes. How they got that to work, I'll never know, but I guarantee that remote wasn't cheap. They had to use a special remote for that. parents were probably not interested in buying that crap for their kids. But anyway, so they're having a weekly gift campaign planned for this, with prizes including the limited edition Pikachu Nintendo 2DS LL. Yeah, I don't know what that is either. It looks. I saw a picture of it. It looks kind of neat. It's basically a 2DS with a screen that you can close shut, and it's Pikachu. In all honesty, that's really freaking amazing. I like Pikachu, and I do like that. A Blu-ray of Pokemon the movie, I Choose You. That's the newer one that came out not too long ago that basically retold the Ash and Pikachu journey story. And more. More details will run during the 1000th episode broadcast, and you can see some of the prizes from the lottery-style campaign from the article. And I'm pretty sure I got this from, I think this was from Otaku USA. Yeah. That's where I got the majority of my news from. From Otaku USA. So check out their page on this. You can see the prizes. It was like the 2DS, Nintendo 2DS Pikachu version, limited edition, and I gotta admit, that's about the only thing I'd really want out of that. So yeah, so if you're a fan of Pokemon, get ready to enjoy that. I mean, 1,000 episodes, that's a damn milestone. I will give them that. So they get props for that. The fact that they didn't die off when people were thinking they were going to die off, and the fact that they've managed to still hang on, even though Ash has never aged. Yes, he's still 10. We're 20 years into this, and that little bastard is still 10. By now, his Ash should be 30. He should have been married to Misty by now, or Serena, or Iris. No, maybe not Iris. I didn't like the Iris idea. Maybe Serena, or Misty, or Dawn. One of those three. Should have been married to them by now, living in a house, training his kids to be Pokemon trainers. That's the point of life that he should have been at this point. The kid's got to be 30 by now. And he's still a 10-year-old. I don't know if he sucked the same juice that the Simpsons sucked, that Bart and Lisa are still their ages. Bart's still 10 and Lisa's still 8. I don't know if that's what they did, but holy crap. That's amazing, though. But there's something you can look forward to. So if you're a fan of Pokemon, be sure to check that out. Sadly, though, I don't think you're going to be able to participate in the prize giveaway because that'll probably be only open to the Japanese residents. But if you live in Japan and you're listening to my podcast, first off, arigato gozaimasu for listening. But otherwise, if you live outside of Japan, I think you're SOL for getting any of the prizes. But you can at least look at them and drool over them and window shop and think it'd be nice if I could have it. That would be nice, but yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to get it, though. But anyway, check that out when it airs November 9th. So yeah, that'll be this coming Thursday. So you can look forward to that. Yep, that's going to be fun. Alright, well, speaking of Pokemon, here's a little bonus topic of the week. Yeah, that's a new thing I want to try. But anyway, if you're listening, well, let me rephrase that. If you have been watching or listening to my podcast before, you'll remember that a while back I complimented Shippage. It's a YouTube channel that does one particular series, and they do it very well, I might add, called Starter Squad. And they recently released the newest episode of Starter Squad this past week on Halloween. So this past Tuesday on Halloween. And first off, it was amazing. It's almost 16 minutes long. I think it was like literally 1 second off of being 16 minutes. It is so worth the wait. It really was. Shippage, if you're listening to my podcast, first off, that was amazing. I want to say that. It was a true honor to actually watch that and enjoy it. I appreciate the work you put into that. The amount of time that went into it was so worth it. It was worth the wait. I don't want to give anything away about it. I don't want to give any spoilers about it, but a very, very powerful Pokemon shows up at the end of it and basically turns the entire thing complete 180 on itself. And it's so worth it. Definitely check it out. I highly recommend checking it out. I cannot do it justice because I don't want to give anything away about it. It's really got to be something that you have to see for yourself. Words cannot do it justice. Seeing how everything in that played out, it was so amazing, so cool. It was just, it really was. It was great. I highly recommend it. Check it out. It's Starter Squad. I believe this would be episode 8. Doing a check on my head. Yes, I believe that. It's be episode 8. But better yet, just check out Shippage on YouTube. Check him out. Really great channel. Highly recommend it. It's funny. Most of the Starter Squad episodes are about maybe 5-6 minutes long. The last 2 were about the longest, with this very last one that just came out on Tuesday being the longest that they have had so far. And it is worth it. There are huge gaps in between, but oh, is it worth it? The amount of work from episode 1 to now, you can see that they have really done a lot of work. They have improved themselves so much on this since the original episode. And it's really good to know, because then this is something that will continue to grow and evolve. And I hope that it goes on for a while. I really want to know how this ends. Because, I mean, okay, granted, it could possibly never end. But eventually it will. I don't want it to end anytime soon. I think it's amazing. And you Shippage do a very good job of this. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Check it out. Give it a shot. It is so worth it. So worth checking out. And yeah, that's really all I got to say about it. I mean, it is just... my God, it was just kick-ass cool. It really, really was. I'm Andrew Rhodes, and you're listening to the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast, only on YouTube, because no other site will have me. But YouTube will. Alright. So who out there remembers the 90s? Well, if you do, first off, congratulations. It means you're a little older than me. I know I started off my Pokemon Go topic with that, or my Pokemon topic with that, but this one really has to take it back to the 90s in order for you to understand this. So, for those of you out there that have ever read the manga series Eyes, or ever read or ever watched the anime series in the OVA for Eyes, if you know Tiger and Bunny, if you know the phrase Video Girl Eye as an AI, then you're going to know where I'm going with this. Tiger and Bunny's designers' Video Girl Eye manga is getting a live-action show, and it's going to be starring Shuhei Nomura. Never heard of you, by the way. So, a live-action television series of Misakazu Katsura's Video Girl Eye manga has been greenlit for a January 2018 premiere on TV Tokyo and its affiliates. Shuhei Nomura, live-action Chihaya Furu, Lychee Light Club, Typhoon Naruda, is starring as Dene Shoujo Video Girl Eye for 2018. Or starring in Dene Shoujo Video Girl Eye 2018. The things that I rattled off, I guess are stuff that he did, and I don't know any of them. So, still don't know who you are. Honest, I don't know who you are. I haven't got a clue who you are. Please don't hold that against me. I don't know who you are. I really don't. But I know a lot of people out there are going to need a history lesson. So let me give you a history lesson, a brief one. Video Girl Eye is an OVA series. Yep. It was reviewed by Bennett DeSage on Anime Abandoned. So if you want to see what that's all about, I recommend go checking that out. Because that will do you more justice than me explaining it. Because that's the only way I've ever seen it before. But I do remember that from the creator of Video Girl Eye came Eyes. I''S. And that was one of my very first ever manga series that I ever collected. It wasn't the first one I ever completed. That title will unfortunately go to Legends, which was only 4 volumes long. But still, it's up there. It's 15 volumes long, the manga series. The anime series, first off, does the manga justice. It really does. It follows the manga truthfully, to a point. There is a small point where it does drift off between the manga and the anime, but that's fine because it brings it right back on track then near the end with the same ending. So how it got to the end point, fine. If it took an off-road, that's fine, but it has the same ending. That's fine by me. But Viz Media released the manga and its 1992 original OVA, or original video anime adaptation, in North America back in '92. And it is described the story as follows. So this is what the description of Video Girl I is. What would you do if a beautiful woman came out of your TV? Dateless Yoda, a loser with a heart of gold, finds himself hopelessly trapped in a love triangle between the woman he loves and his best friend. The fact that he winds up trying to help his love try to date his best friend may make him a fool, but his earnest wishes for her happiness allow him to encounter a mystical video shop that rewards him with a special video to cheer him up. To his shock and surprise, a beautiful girl jumps out of his TV. While Yoda's broken VCR has some interesting side effects upon the girl, named I, this is only the beginning of the best time of his life. Like I said, if you really want to know what the series is about, but you don't want to invest the time to watch it, Bennett the Sage, Anime Abandoned, has already reviewed this thing. He did a damn good job of it. Cannot give him credit enough for that. That was like one of the first ones that I think I watched that he did. And it really is good. I highly recommend that. But anyway, the live-action television series resets the time frame from modern day 2018. And it centers around Yoda's nephew, high school student Sho Motuchi. I did butcher that, I know it. Sho harbors a secret crush on his beautiful classmate, Nanami. One day, he discovers an old, broken video cassette recorder at his uncle Yoda's home. He fixes the recorder, and a mysterious girl named Video Girl I springs out. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. I remember the plot to this from watching Anime Abandoned, and they're going, she only exists so long as the video is playing. So, I find this highly... No. And first off, how would a kid nowadays know how to fix a VCR? No. Let's just talk about that for a moment. That in itself is a miracle. How would a kid in this day and age, I'm not talking in like 1995 or in 2000, I'm talking 2018, which hasn't even hit yet. How would a kid in this timeline, who's supposed to be a nephew, so I'm guessing he's probably in high school, which I'm going to ballpark this and make them about 14 or 15, late end going 16. How in the hell do they know how to fix a VCR? I don't even know how to fix a VCR. I'm 28. I grew up with VCRs, and I don't even know how to fix them. DVD players, I can fix them. To a point, I can at least figure out what's wrong with it. CD players, to a point. Computers, to a point. VCRs, haven't got a damn clue. Now, I mean that. I haven't got a damn clue. So, there's more to this, though. Kazuaki Sekai, music videos for Perfume, and Gen Hoshino is directing the live-action series. And Kohei Kiyasu, a voice actor on Hajime no Ippo, Fanfare, and The Prince of Tennis, which, by the way, is one of the most weirdest anime I've ever seen. I have seen The Prince of Tennis. That is a weird anime. I'm not a fan of tennis, and yet, strangely, that anime interests me, but not enough to even want to play tennis. Nothing could interest me to want to play that sport. Is writing the scripts after penning Distraction Babes and the Kirishima thing. I'm not joking you, that's exactly what it says. TV Tokyo's Futoshi Asano is the chief producer, and the other producers are Kimitaka Goka and Yuta Kurachi of TV Tokyo, as well as Kyohei Sudachi. TV Tokyo Robot is producing. Yeah. Nomura vowed to do his best to not let down the expectations of all the manga fans. Yep. Hate to break it to you, pal, you're going to let him down. You can say you're not going to try to let him down. You could try your damnedest. You could probably hit this out of the park. At the end of the day, it's a live-action adaptation. Now, granted, it's a love story, so, okay, it could work as a live-action adaptation because it's a love story. You don't have to try to fish a bunch of plots out of the water. You just have to have a basic love story. So basically think like Hallmark Channel for Japan. That's what I kind of think. Katsura commented that this manga carries deep memories for him, so he is thrilled that it is being made into a drama. He is generally anticipating the high concept of the new iteration. Yeah, okay. Like I said, at the end of the day, it's honestly nothing more than, and I'm going to say this, at the end of the day, it's just a live-action series, folks. Let's see here. The manga was published in Shueisha Weekly Shonen Jump magazine from 1989 to 1992. So basically the year I was born to 1992. Shueisha published 15 compiled book volumes and then reissued the manga in 9 volumes for its keepsake and trade paperback editions. In addition to the 6-volume 1992 anime, the manga also inspired an earlier 1991 live-action film. And if you're thinking that this was the end of it, why would they come back with it then in 2018? Another of Katsura's Weekly Shonen Jump high school romances, Eyes. Yay! Also inspiring a live-action television series next year. Oh, okay! All right! Now okay, I got something to look forward to now. Okay, so Eyes is also getting... All right! Yes! Woo! Yes! Oh, that makes me happy. That makes me happy. I liked Eyes. The entire story of Ichitaka Seto, Ori Ikutsuki, or Ori, yeah, I think it was Itsuki, and Itsuki. All of those characters. It was a beautiful love triangle. The first manga I ever really read. Oh, it just... Oh, I feel a warmth all over me from that. Feeling that it's going to be a live-action series. And you know what's making me really sad now is realizing in my head what live-action means. But like I said, this is a love story. So, with live-action, and I've constantly complained about this, and I will constantly complain about it till the day I die. Live-action series do have their point and their place in the world. However, live-action anime adaptations for movies that involve superpowers, fictional powers, science fiction, do not work. Full Metal Alchemist is the latest one. I haven't even read the reviews yet. I don't even know if it even came out yet, to be honest with you. I think it did, and I'm not sure. But Dragon Ball Evolution bombed. Attack on Titan blew. So far, out of all the live-action anime adaptations that I've seen, and even manga ones, Rurouni Kenshin is so far the only good one, but that's because that's a samurai flick. And in all honesty, and I don't want to have it sound this way, but if Japan can't make a decent samurai flick, they have no chance in hell of surviving. I mean, Godzilla was basically propaganda against the US, but guess what? It's so popular now, it's like, why did we start this again? And if you don't believe me, I actually had to do a book report on Godzilla in 8th grade, so that's how I know this. This was actually the Japanese way of saying this is because of the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki and another incident that caused the monsters to come to life in the movie due to radioactive waste. And it was basically their way of kind of getting people to go, we did a horrible thing to Japan. But in all honesty, it went over as, hey, this is a really great science fiction movie, because when it came out, science fiction was at its peak. People were going to the movies to see science fiction stuff, like The Blob or The Incredible Shrinking Man, stuff like that. So when it came out, it was huge, and it hit well. So, that stuff works. But for stuff like this, like I said, it's live action, I kind of have my doubts. All live action series, be it for television or for the big screen, I have my doubts. But since it's for television, that means it's not that big of a budget. They'll know that they have means to work within. First off, Kamen Rider works really well, and that started off as a manga series. There actually is a Kamen Rider manga, and there was a Super Sentai manga. So both of those do have their own place in the world, and they turned out very well. I mean, there were some hit and miss seasons, but other than that, it's not too bad. But as far as this goes, it's going to be a wait-and-see approach. Because like I said, since both of these were turned into anime series, they both have so much stuff to work off of, and that's the issue that I have with this, is it still going to be as good as it was back then? Because if it is, well, that's a good thing, but if it's not, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Now, taking that this is a series that, unless you're an old-school otaku, or an old-school otaku, however you want to pronounce it, you're not going to know the series. Unless, of course, you watch Anime Abandoned, or you happen to own a DVD of Video Girl I, and you have read Eyes, which then you'll know that it's from Video Girl I, and you'll go and watch that and, see that. But I haven't watched that. I just know about it from Anime Abandoned. So, with both of those, you're running the risk of, is this too early to put this out? Is this something that people are going to know? Or are you going to be banking on the fact that nobody's going to remember this, and we're just going to throw this out there and hope it sticks to the wall? Go, no, it's a brand new thing, blah, blah, blah. I really don't want to say it that way, but that seems to be what they're trying to pull here. And it could work, it could backfire, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Only time will tell. But anyway, I guess I can look forward to the Eyes live-action television series next year. That I can look forward to. I did like Eyes. That's one of my favorite series. I just dropped something in my room. Sorry about that. I just dropped something. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that. I did like Eyes, so I guess I can look forward to that. So, yeah, there you go. Let's hope it's going to be good. Let's hope it's not going to, crash and burn. I hope it's not, for their sake, but mostly for the fact that it just, I'm really hoping it doesn't burn up and crash and burn on them. I really am. I'm taking a quick break. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I just need to breathe and drink some Dr. Pepper and, well, I guess I'll be back in a couple seconds. Maybe. Alright, let's get on to some somber and heartbreaking news. Earlier this week, Bandai Namco, the wonderful pains in my neck at this point, I know I sang their praises a couple weeks ago when I had the issue when I had to reset my tablet, and their customer support for Digimon Heroes helped me regain my characters without having to constantly be logged into one thing. However, this past Monday, I received a notification when I logged into the game that made my heart sink. And not just my heart, but many fans and gamers around the world. And it was said, and I quote, "They are closing Digimon Heroes effective at the end of the year. Either December 30th, according to the game, or December 31st by the site." And the Facebook page and the Twitter page. So, first off, this is very sad and troubling to hear. Because Digimon Heroes, it's an interesting game. But here's what the message was to all the fans. If you checked out the Twitter or Facebook page, this was the message that you got. This is what they had up as their newest post. Dear Tamers, it is with the heaviest of hearts that we must announce that Digimon Heroes will be closing down on December 31st, 2017. Believe us when we say that this is an incredibly difficult decision that was not made lightly. Knowing how much inspiration, energy, time, and imagination were poured by many of you into Digimon Heroes breaks our hearts to have to do this. We are more than grateful for each and every tamer we had on the File Island, and we want to thank you for being a part of the game and its community. It goes on to say, keeping this in mind, the game will be removed from the App Store, and the ability to make purchases will be disabled on the 29th of November 2017. So at the end of November, basically, you can't download the game or make purchases anymore. Furthermore, the team will be releasing some additional content and also making old events available again so that players can complete their collection up until the end of the year when the game finally closes down. The website and forums will remain available until mid-January 2018 when the servers go down, so players can still communicate and find each other. For more information regarding the subject, visit their FAQ page. Sincerely, the DH team. So, what pisses me off about this? A lot. Their FAQ page really gives nothing to help explain this. And I'd like to read off some of those quick, if I may, before I go into why I'm annoyed by this. Sunset Game related questions. Or Game Sunset related questions, which was the site that, if you followed the URL, took you to. It says, when is the game closing and why? Their answer was, after almost 2 years, and in parentheses, that passed too quickly if you ask us, and a storm of emotions, the time has come for the DigiDestined team to move on and start working on an even more awesome project. It is with great regret that we must close down the game servers for Digimon Heroes on December 31st, 2017. Rest assured, our support staff will continue to offer assistance in taking care of the game and fan base that has continued to support us all this time. We are honored to have had such a wonderful fan base as a part of our lives during the game's operation, and has made our overall experience with the community both surprising and wonderful. The next question, what will happen to my VIP subscription or content purchases? Your VIP subscription will still remain active, and the team will be disabling the in-app purchases, real money items, on November 29, 2017 to avoid any further accidental purchases after that point. As for your content, you will still be able to use it as you normally would. Furthermore, the team will be releasing some additional content, the final chapters of Agomon's quest, which is the story within the story, because the whole point of the story is you go through the 9 trials, and at the same time you can also do Agomon's quest, which is basically this little rookie or champion level Digimon. I don't really know which, because how they have them evolve really brings a few things into question. But anyway, you basically have him go on a little quest to discover his inner power and all that. They're also making all the old events available again so the players can complete their collection up until the end of the year when the game finally closes down. In regards to any purchases, we will continue using our general refund policy rules to determine eligibility, such as purchases with at least 50% or more of the purchased content that remains in the account would be eligible, and that the request for a refund on that purchase is submitted within 90 days warranty period after the purchase date. Makes no sense. Please note that refunds regarding items / content purchased that is outside of the 90-day period will be handled on a case-by-case basis. Also, please note that some regions / countries may have exclusions on these refund rules, which will also be handled on a case-by-case basis. So, that was just the second question, which, at that point, I'm going to get into what I think of each thing then, but that's the second question. Third one was, if the team is starting a new project, why don't you let someone else manage/run the game? Their reply was, unfortunately, that is not as easy as it sounds. The overall game has become a pretty complex mechanism and is difficult, in parentheses, and requires a lot of time to shift such work over to a different team without compromising the game's quality. The DigiDestined team worked really hard on the game and continue to maintain their responsibility, but our fan base/players, as such, compromising the game's quality felt unacceptable, and the team's decision to shut it down was a preferable course of action. Believe us, if closing down the game could be avoided, the DigiDestined team would have preferred to have kept it running. We love Digimon as much as our fan base. Question number 4. This is getting better and better, by the way. Question number 4. Can players still reach out to support or to their Digi friends? Of course, was their answer. Our team will keep all our communication channels open for as long as possible. The website, media, and social media pages will continue to remain active until December 20th, and our support staff will continue handling customer inquiries for Digimon Heroes until January 8th, 2018. The game forum will also continue to remain open for a while longer, but will also be eventually shut down sometime mid-January 2018. The final question, what about new players? New players will still be able to play the game and enjoy it until the closure date. However, our teams will also be notifying all players that the game will be closing soon with the help of an in-game announcement. So it's time for me to go off on this. Pretty easily, too, I might add, because this is pissing me off. So basically, I want to start off with the part that annoys me the most here. You're releasing previous content, making a lot of the stuff available again so that the players can complete their collection and have all the Digimon they ever wanted, all their favorite ones, before the game closes at the end of the year. So basically, Digimon Heroes, and I've been waiting so long to use this line for something since I first heard it, Digimon Heroes is basically Caesar's Palace, and you have a handful of Disney bucks. And you're trying to use Disney bucks at a Caesar's Palace at this point. Your Digimon team is worthless. Anything you have in the game is null and void at this point. Any rankings that you had are basically nothing but an ego trip. They've basically sucked the fun out of this in one fell swoop announcing this. And the Facebook page was lighting up like crazy. The comment section under that, a lot of fans were going, well, how come the game can't just be an offline-only game? Get rid of the PvP stuff, get rid of the multiplayer stuff, get rid of the online stuff, make this thing just so that you can play it on your tablet or your phone and not have to connect to the internet. Why can't you do that? And believe it or not, the Digimon Hero team replies to that by going with, we don't want to give false hope, but unfortunately that's not possible. Bullshit. You already have everything there. Removing 2 things from the game is not going to compromise anything. If you get rid of the multiplayer and you get rid of the PvP if you get rid of the PvP aspect and the multiplayer aspect, you're fine. Just change it up that they can have 6 Digimon in a team. Fix it up so that they can, put like 2 little things on there, like the time warp or something, take you back to old quests, and something else where the 2 events were down the bottom, and you can still do this. Change up the events section of that, make that just change that up a bit. It is possible. Granted, it would probably be about a gig or 2 worth of space, but fans would probably enjoy that because they could sit there and play it indefinitely. A lot of the fans are thinking that they're going for that the Digimon Heroes team is going to work on Digimon Links, which has already come out. And in all honesty, I kind of agree on that. I think that's what's happening. If not their new project, It's probably going to be something Digimon related. If not, it's liable to be, because I did check the App Store, or the Google Play Store, I should say, and there is a Boruto X Naruto or Naruto X Boruto game coming out from Bandai Namco, which my guess would be could be something else that they're working on. They're going to split the team in two and just send them to different parts of the company. But you have that prospect. So people that are playing this game down the road, let's say 2 years, let's go 2 years from now. So we're into 2019. It's November. I'll fast back to Monday. So it'll be October. We'll go with October 30th, 2019. Suddenly, you log into Digimon Links, and in the news section, it comes up, we're shutting down the game, end of the year. After 2 years, Digimon Links is going down the toilet. It's the year 2019. We're phasing this out. We're done. Team's moving on to something else. Thank you for being here for all this time. What's going to stop them from doing that? All this has basically done is shatter any faith and trust that the fans can have in Bandai Namco. And that's exactly what it's done. You have the fact that they basically are telling you that all of your points in that are worthless. You're trying to use Disney bucks at a Caesar's Palace. You have frequent flyer miles that are basically good on a bankrupt airline. It's worthless. All your content is worthless. All the time and effort that you put into this game, all the time and effort that you spend on it, it's all for nothing. You could have just spent that time doing something else, and that's what sucks about this. But what hurts even more, let's say that you were playing this game for like maybe a year. Like, you didn't get into it day one, you got into this like maybe a year after it started. And let's say you have a younger sibling. That younger sibling has been seeing you play this, but, the parents or your guardian said that they're too young to have a phone, and you don't want them touching yours. So they finally get them like a tablet or something where they can download this. And let's say, we're going to get them this for Christmas. And they can play this game now. Only to find out that the game is no longer available in the App Store and it's shutting down at the end of the year. So that basically shakes the kid like, well, I wanted to play it. And you can't tell me that they're going to go, well, here, play Digimon Links. It's basically the same thing. No, the fans have been bitching about that, saying that all Digimon Links is a watered-down version of Cyber Sleuth, which leads me to my next point. Are they basically ditching Heroes to shift the team to Digimon Cyber Sleuth, which the newest one is coming out January of, I think the whole thing actually. I don't know if it's the newer one or if one came out ahead of time. But there's one that's releasing January 19th of next year, which is my guess as to when the forum site is officially going to shut down. Now, I can understand allowing you to acquire all of the old characters, all the old Digimon from past events so you can complete your collection, if they're going to allow you to transfer that to, like, let's say Digimon Links, or to another Digimon game that they have in the works. And they release it, like, let's say, December 30th or December 20th, and go, okay, here, transfer your stuff over to here. Here's a transfer code. You can transfer all your Digimon Heroes characters right into here. You can have them all back right in here. I could see that, but here's the concept. It won't work like that. It's nice to think about it, but it's not going to happen. They're not going to take the time and effort to figure out a way to allow you to transfer a whole bunch of data from one game, come up with the sprites for it for another game, and then put it into that game. They'll claim it's an unfair advantage to newer players. Then you give them a special title, and anyone that has that title can't participate in stuff that's designed for newbies. It's not that difficult of a concept if you actually sit down and really think about it. And that's what bothers me. And a lot of fans are still trying to figure out why they're canceling the game, why they're ending this, and all that stuff. And it sure as hell can't be money. Because let's face it, you have in-app purchases. That's how a lot of these freemium games make their money. Puzzles and Dragons does it. Marvel Contest of Champions does it. Every single game I have on my tablet is a freemium game. That means you can play it for free, But if you want to, you can make in-app purchases to further along and make your experience better in the game. It's not saying that you have to do that. It's not holding a gun to your head saying that you must do that. They're saying that it's there if you want to do that. Now, there are players like myself who will not put money into freemium games. The last time I did was games that I played, was a couple games I played on Facebook. That was it. Otherwise, there are people that will play the games for free. There are some that will put like $20, $30, $40 in to get that edge that they need, or that they think they need, to further along themselves in a game. Not to mention the fact that in this game, you have ads. If you want Waymon's ticket or you want the free continue, you have to sit through an ad. They have, there's ads in there. There's a whole bunch of stuff. So you cannot tell me that it's a matter of money. That I will instantly call BS. Sadly, I tried to reach out to Bandai Namco and Digimon Heroes for a little more clarification on this, and my request for information has fallen on deaf ears. And I did reach out to them. I sent them a message via Facebook, and I have not gotten a reply back. The last reply I got is, well, let me rephrase it. I got a reply back from the automated system telling me that if there's a problem with the game, please go to this site or this site and let us know. It's like, that's not what I wanted to hear. I actually had a question. This wasn't a question about the game. This is a question in general. And that's the reply I get from the automated system, telling me to go here or here with a question about the game, like problem or issue with the game, or if you need assistance with the game. Not if you need assistance answering the questions, because we're not making any sense. And what's the point of having a social media page if you're not willing to answer messages that get sent to you? That defies the purpose of having a social media page. So, Digimon Heroes is ending at the end of the year. It's sad. I'm pissed about it. I've only been playing this thing since May. And I have about, like, the end of April, beginning of May. So I have about 4 or 5 months worth of time invested into this game. I'm furious at this, because I worked hard to get the one character. I worked hard to get Titamon. I worked hard to get Imperial Dramon Palladian mode. I leveled up my characters. I built my dream teams, all for nothing. Because in their eyes, well, here's the middle finger. Sit and spin. We're done with this game. We're moving on. We don't care about the fans. I mean, they can say this all they want. I commented on their Facebook thing. On their Facebook post, I commented on it saying that sugarcoating this is not the answer. And that, to me, is what they've done here. They've sugarcoated this. It's like, come out and tell us why you're closing the game. Don't treat us like we're 5 years old, that you're mommy and daddy, or you're the grandparents trying to explain to us that your pet's dead and it's not coming back, saying that, well, Sparky went to a farm to live out the rest of his life with a bunch of other old dogs. It's really nice. And by the way, I never had a dog. I had cats growing up. So that's just a generic example. Like, Sparky went off to a farm, or, oh, well, Spots went out for a walk. He'll be back when he feels like it. All this is basically a parent trying to sugarcoat the fact that your pet's dying or your pet's dead. In this case, they're sugarcoating the fact that, oh, we're ending the game, kiss off, screw you, go to hell. And that's what it is. That's what offends me the most. If you want to tell the fans that you're sorry that this is over, then come right out and say it. Because the way that this reads, the way your Facebook post reads, the way your messages read, that you have up about this, the way your freaking FAQ section reads, it's sugarcoating this like there's no end. I can understand the fans that have been bitching and complaining in the comment sections on this and on the Twitter page going, well, what about all the money I invested into this game? Am I going to get any of that back? I'm going to safely go with no. Take it as a loss. You're not going to get that $250 to $300 you put into this game back. And if you do, you're not going to get it all back. They'll give you like maybe 50% of it. Or not even that. You might get 20%. Because they'll go, well, that went to pay overhead, and electricity and our employees. In all honesty, if you play a freemium game, you have about little to no chance of getting your money back. If the game goes under and closes, you're done. There's no way you're getting your money back. Suck it up and deal with it at that point. You know it's history. There's nothing more you can do. It's sad but true. As far as this game's concerned, I will keep up to date on this. I will follow this till the end of the year to see if it changes. If they change it to an offline only game, if they give you the ability to transfer the characters out, believe me, I will find out about it and I will let you all know. But as far as right now, the game's closing, end of the year. Enjoy it while you can. Smoke them if you got them, because it's done. But for some of the points that they made in this FAQ section, which I want to quickly do. Let me see how long I've been on this. Okay, I can keep going. Okay, some of the sections that they did in this FAQ thing are a joke. Basically, they're covering their ass when it comes to regards of refunds. They basically didn't even bother explaining about what your content, any of your stuff's what's gonna happen to it. It's like, oh well, you can still use it. We're gonna be releasing the final chapters of Digimon. You can play back through some of the old events. Basically, to complete your collection in a game that's closing at the end of the year, and your collection will be worthless when the servers shut down. That's great. So unless you take a video of what you have nothing to prove you were playing this game other than an empty wallet and 6 years of your life taken off by anger and stress. It's just not right. But why don't they let somebody else run this game? Their answer is a sugarcoat. It's a complicated, complex mechanism. It requires a lot of time, and we don't want to burden anybody else with this. No, it's basically Bandai doesn't want this game running anymore. We have to shut it down. We're sorry. Why not just say that? Go through the crap of it's a difficult and complex mechanism. It requires a lot of time. We don't want to piss off the gamers by lowering the quality of it, compromising the game's quality or integrity. No. Just come right out and say Bandai Namco doesn't want the game running anymore because we have Digimon Links going. They don't want 2 Digimon games going at the same time, and be done with it. And as far as your believe us, if closing down the game could be avoided, the DigiDestined team would have preferred to have kept it running. No. If you knew that there was a way, you could have figured out a way to make it offline without having to without having to have the Wi-Fi connection to play this thing. So first off, I call BS on that 1,000 ways over. It's right there's the way you can keep the game going without having to shut it down completely. Have an update like once a year or something to like update, add like new content or something, but make it so that everything's available, that you can play every quest, you can get every character. I mean, you can actually have the game be huge. Figure out a way to put everything into it, keep it under a gig, and you will have a hit here. Nope. We're shutting it down, end of the year, kiss off. Can they still reach out to support or to their Digi friends? In all honesty, if you have any friends that are playing this game at this point, you know who they are. You talk to them like your Facebook friends because of the Facebook section, which I know somebody, when I had to log in to my Facebook in the game to access my stuff, tried to reach out to me and friend me. I didn't accept it because I didn't know who you were. I do apologize for that, but I do have my reasons. Anyway, if you know anybody that plays this game, like you talk to them on Facebook, exchange email addresses now. Or stay friends on Facebook. Because once this game goes down, you ain't gonna be talking to them anymore. Fact to be, in all honesty, what the fans of this game should just do at this point, just uninstall it from your device and just delete it. There's no point in finishing and completing your collection if the game's servers are going down at the end of the year. Tell me what the point of that is. You're going to complete your team, you're going to have everything all set and done, the clock's going to hit 0, the game servers are gonna close down and shut down. What do you have to show for it? Absolutely nothing. And that's what annoys the hell out of me with this. They never thought that through with this. Oh, well, we're really sorry. We feel really sad about this. Bullshit. As far as the new players, they might as well just take it off the App Store now and be done with it. Why bother dragging new players into this if the game's closing at the end of the year? When they announced that the game is closing, they should have instantly, right then and there, taken it off of the App Store. Off of Google Play, off of the App Store, just said, nope, it's no longer going to be on there. Why drag new players into this with less than 2 months to go? Why drag new players into this? Why look at them and go, oh, you're going to play this for about a month, and then it's not going to be playable anymore? That's a waste of time and effort at this point. I don't know. But that's what I have on this so far. Like I said, if I find anything else out or any more information comes to light, believe me, I will bring it up to you immediately. Believe me, it will be a topic the likes of which you will never forget. Because this is what annoys me to no end, is the fact that Digimon Heroes is closing and Bandai Namco is sugarcoating the shit out of it. They're closing it down. They don't want to explain why they're closing it, but they're closing it. Great. Disney bucks at a Caesar's Palace. That's all it is. It's Disney bucks at a Caesar's Palace. It's what all your characters and all your data in that game's valued at right now. Congratulations, you got funny money. That's all you're getting out of this. You have the memories, but nothing more. I'm gonna go quick take a break. But don't worry, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Faster than you can say. Yeah, try saying that 5 times fast. Alright, let's talk about one of the stupidest things you could ever do in your entire life. Well, if you're an Apple engineer, congratulations. You've officially reached this modicum of success. And Apple fired an iPhone X engineer, or iPhone X, however you want to pronounce it, after his daughter's hands-on video went viral. Yes, that's right. Brooke Amelia Peterson shows off an iPhone X in a YouTube video posted last week. Here's the kicker. A YouTube vlogger named Brooke Amelia Peterson got her hands on a brand new iPhone X last week. She got the phone directly from her father, an Apple engineer. Apple has since fired his sorry ass, and the video has been taken down. Now here's the kicker. The engineer who let his daughter show off an iPhone X on YouTube has been fired by Apple. She basically posted the video showing off her dad's new iPhone X. The video shot from within Apple's own cafeteria. That's just rubbing salt in the wound here. This is really good here. It showcased several features of the new phone. The video blew up. No shit. The iPhone X is the next big thing. You want to piss out $1,000 to buy yourself a phone? Congratulations. There you go. So the iPhone X is the next big thing. So, of course, any videos about them are going to go crazy on YouTube. Especially when you can see the damn thing. So guess what? It landed on YouTube's list of top trending videos. It went viral. Well, unfortunately, that got Apple's attention. In a new video posted over the weekend, Peterson explains that the video was removed at the request of Apple and that her father, an engineer named Ken Bauer, was fired. Bum, bum, ba-dum. You just hear the Price is Right? You lose music playing there. Apple let him go, Peterson says in the video. At the end of the day, when you work for Apple, it doesn't matter how good of a person you are. If you break a rule, they just have no tolerance for it. Yep, pretty much. Basically, if you work for Apple, you've signed your soul over to the devil. And if you screw up, out the door you go. Come on, Steve Jobs started that company. The man, I don't mean to speak ill of the dead, but I've seen both Pirates of Silicon Valley and Jobs. And both of them portrayed him exactly as he was. Nobody will deny that he was not a cynical asshole. The man was. No one will deny it. I guarantee you, ask anybody he worked with that's still alive from back when Apple first started, the first words out of their mouths are going to be, Steve Jobs was a prick. The man was arrogant, everything else. That bled down into the company. You know it did. That's why they fired his butt back in the, near the end of the 80s, early 90s, where they let him go. Then when he came back, because they were basically bleeding money and screwing themselves, yeah, it's like, yeah, okay, not a problem. So, her dad got fired, which sucks. I feel sorry for him. Though Apple's new iPhone X is available to pre-order. It's only coming out this coming Friday. It's only came out, this week. So this coming week is it coming out. So it basically got released yesterday. Sorry, I'm a little tired. So it basically got released yesterday. And Apple had held an event where members of the media could use it to shoot video and take photos. The video from Peterson was a rare, candid look into an unreleased Apple device from within Apple's staff. I'm sorry, but this is not allowed. This would be like somebody that works at Disney showing you how the inside of the studio works, and you accidentally see a small orphan off to the side, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's that? Nothing. You didn't see a damn thing. Get him out of here now. Get him out of here now, smash the phone. You didn't see a thing. It'd be like any company that would do something really stupid. You don't want to show off a product to the world, first off in social media, let alone, that is untested, unproven, might have glitches, might have bugs, because then that's liable to screw over the overall aspect of, oh, do I really want to buy this? Oh, well, it didn't really work in that video, though, too well. Oh, and that was from Apple. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't want to buy this now. Oh, well, there goes thousands of dollars that Apple isn't going to get now. Bauer was seen in the video using Apple Pay on the iPhone X. He handed the phone to his daughter as she walked through various features. Bad. It's entirely possible that the phone in the video was a pre-production unit. Even if it wasn't, Apple assuredly doesn't want its staff members casually showing off unreleased products in unauthorized YouTube videos. Yep, Apple didn't respond immediately to the request, though, for a comment, according to the site that I got the information from. So that's kind of sad. So, first off, let this be a lesson to you. If you ever get a job, anybody out there, if you ever work for a company like Apple or Microsoft, and they're building something, keep your phone at home. Because you're liable to wind up on the next, you're liable to come on down, you're the next contestant on Get Your Ass Fired. Ken Bauer, come on down. Generic person number 2, come on down. Generic person number 3, come on down. And generic person number 4, you come on down too. You're the first 4 contestants on Get Your Ass Fired. And here's your host, whoever we can get to host this show. That's basically what would happen. You never do something like this. You don't up and take a video of something that's unreleased, undocumented. You know they're going to find you. It doesn't take them long. Apple, Disney, they have lawyers that literally can smell you. They can smell a lawsuit a mile and a half away. Don't tell me that they can't. They can smell a lawsuit a mile and a half away. And all it basically is if you get a cease and desist letter, or you get told by them that you need to take down whatever you put up, you're taking it down. You ain't about to screw with Apple. That'll end very badly for you. So it's kind of sad that a member of Apple lost their job over this, but at the same time, it was a pretty boneheaded move to let your daughter up and do the whole video in Apple's cafeteria, no less. Must have been Bring Your Daughter to Work Day or something. And let her put it up on YouTube. That's almost as bad as that college professor whose daughter instantly took to social media going, guess how much money my dad just got from his lawsuit? And there goes the money. There's a reason why people sign NDCs or NDAs, non-disclosure agreements. There's a reason companies force people to sign those. It means you don't speak to anyone about this. Non-disclosure agreement, NDA. Remember that. I don't know, but it's really sad. But the Apple iPhone X, $1,000. Come on, for a phone? Okay, I have an asshole seller of the week. Week. Yes, I know it's a stupid opening, but I can't do the echo thing for some reason. But anyway, meow_chow on eBay. You have the honor of becoming my asshole seller of the week. Now, what brings you to this plethora of importance, you ask? Well, simple, really. You have a lot of 104 anime Blu-ray discs, down as used, Funimation and etc., although it's not in your actual title. In your title, it only goes Funimation. Up for sale for a staggering $5,000 with a $550 shipping charge. Now, okay, I get it that you're in Quebec, Canada. That's fine. But that's a lot of money for anime Blu-ray discs. No. I'm serious. A lot of 104 anime Blu-ray discs for $5,000. And this same seller has a lot of 35 up for $3,000 with a $250 shipping cost. Same thing, Blu-ray discs, Funimation, all that. So here's the thing. In here, the seller notes, quote, they're from my own personal collection and used in mint to near mint condition. And I went to extra lengths to get the best copies that were made available to me at the given time. Anime lovers, don't miss your chance to own this rare and out-of-print set. If you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Okay? Let's see what's so rare and out of print with this, shall we? So, in the description it goes, up for grabs is a lot of 104 used anime Blu-rays from Funimation and etc. These are used and are from my own personal collection, only watched once, and is mint condition from a pet/smoke-free environment. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. All the items are in very good condition with no damages and sold as is. First off, I see a tremendous amount of discrepancies here. Only watched once and in mint condition. Okay, that's fine. Pet smoke-free home, that's great. A lot of people will want that. All items are in very good condition with no damages. Then that would be like new, moron. No offense, I don't want to insult you here, but you're kind of insulting the intelligence of anybody that buys stuff on eBay. That would be technically like new. If there's no damage, it looks just like it would out of the shrink wrap. That's called like new. Not used, not very good, like new. So, let's rattle down the list of all 104 of the anime titles on here. You have Ghost in the Shell 25th Anniversary. Oh yeah, that's very rare and out of print, isn't it? Castle in the Sky. The Cat Returns. Howl's Moving Castle. Kiki's Delivery Service, one of my all-time personal favorites. My Neighbor Totoro. Nausicaa Valley. Pompoko. Ponyo. Oh, yeah, definitely an out-of-print one there. Porco Rosso. Princess Mononoke. The Secret World of Arrietty. Tales from Earthsea, Whisper of the Heart, The Wind Rises, A Letter to Momo, From Up on Poppy Hill, Patima Inverted, The Tale of Princess Kaguya, Welcome to the Space Show, When Marine Was There, Blue Submarine number 6. Oh, wow, yeah, okay. Dot Hack Quantum. That could be your only one that you could actually say might be out of print. But at this point, you can find that cheaper, even in used conditions, and you know it works. A Certain Magical Index Season 1. Aesthetica of the Rogue Hero. That ain't out of print. That thing's still fairly new yet. I seen that at Best Buy and FYE, brand spanking new. Come on. Afro Samurai Complete Series. Akira 25th Anniversary. I picked one of those up at Walmart for $5 last year. Or earlier this year, maybe. Appleseed 13. Appleseed 13, Tartaros, and Oranos. Attack on Titan Part 1 and Part 2. Oh, yeah, those are out of print. Come on. Basilisk Anime Classic. Yeah, some of these they have down Anime Classic next to them. Let's see if they actually are. Bayonetta, Bloody Fate, Bento, Black Butler Season 1 and 2. Both are down as Anime Classics. Black Lagoon Anime Classic. Really? I think Dot Hack would be considered an Anime Classic. Some of the Studio Ghibli works would be considered Anime Classics. Blue Submarine number 6 would be an Anime Classic. Akira would be an Anime Classic. We got Bloodsea, Bloodsea the Last Arc, Burst Angel, Anime Classic, Cat Planet Cuties. Oh, yeah, definitely an out-of-print one there, huh? Chihobits, Anime Classic, Clamp Double Feature, Tsubasa and XXX Holic Movies. Codebreaker, Defrag, Darker Than Black Season 1, and Darker Than Black Season 2, that is down as an Anime Classic. Not Season 1, but Season 2. So what, Season 1 isn't a classic? Date Alive Season 1. Oh, here's my personal favorite. Number 49. Dead Man Wonderland, Anime Classic. That is a lie. That, in all honesty, is 100% still new. If Toonami had that when it came back to Adult Swim in 2012, it is new. It's only been 5 years. You have to be at least 10 to 20 years to be a classic. Speaking of which, let's continue, shall we? Dragon Age, Dawn of the Seeker. Dragon Ball Z, Seasons 1 to 9. Now that would be an Anime Classic. Dragon Ball Z, Battle of Gods. Dragon Ball Z, Resurrection of F movie. Dragon Ball Z Kai, Seasons 1 to 4. That you can throw in the trash. Eden of the East, Anime Classic. Good anime, I won't deny that. Classic, not really. Eureka 7. Good Night, Sleep Tight, Young Lovers. I believe that would be an Anime Classic. Anything Eureka 7 is pretty good. Fairy Tail Collection 1 to 4. Fairy Tail, Phoenix Priestess Movie. Fully Cooley, Anime Classic. That so far, number 59, is the only one you've gotten right. Freezing, Season 1, Anime Classic. Full Metal Panic, Anime Classic. Full Metal Panic, Fum Ufu, Anime Classic. Full Metal Panic, The Second Raid, Anime Classic. Future Diary. Actually, I mean, that's pretty good. A friend of mine got me hooked on that. Guy Ray Zero. Good Luck Girl, Gungrave, Anime Classic. Gunslinger Girl Season 1 and 2. Hagani Season 1. Hi, or How. That's number 71 on this. Hellsing Ultimate Volumes 1, 2, 3. I believe that would be a classic, in my opinion. High School DxD Season 1. Is This a Zombie? Anime classic. I've never heard of it. Is This a Zombie of the Dead? Anime classic. Jormungand. Jormungand. Season 1. Kimi-sama. Season 1. Carnival. Okay, I guess that's what it's pronounced. King of the Thorn. Legend of the Legendary Heroes. Lupin the Third. The Woman Called Fujiko Mine. That would be a classic. Anything Lupin the Third would be considered a classic. Even if it's somewhat new, it's based off of the classic series. Makenki Season 1. Noor. Anime classic. Oblivion Island. Okami-san and her 7 companions. Ouran High School Host Club. Anime classic. That one I'll agree on. Panty and Stocking. Anime classic. No. Rin, Daughters of the Minoise. I know I butchered that one, but I can't pronounce it. Anime classic. Never heard of it. Sankiria. Surike Season 1 and 2. So basically the complete collection then. Because I don't remember there being a Season 3. Sengoku Barasa Season 1 and 2. Serial Experiment Lane. Anime classic. Shingiru Death Frenzy. Anime classic. Soul Eater Complete Series. Now how come that's not a classic? That was really good. Slayer's Revolution R. Oh, here you go. Anime classic. Space Dandy Season 1. What, no Season 2? Oh, here we go. Number 97. Summer Wars. That's not a classic? That thing is a literal definition of greatness in the anime community. How did that not make it into the classic category? Terran Resonance. Trigun Badlands Rumble Movie. Tsubasa Complete Series. Tsubasa OVA. We Without Wings. Witchblade. Anime classic. And finally, Wolf Children. And that's just off of the 104 that this seller has up for $5,000. In all honesty, you can easily, even for Blu-ray discs, look each one of these up individually. You can find them on eBay cheaper than the $5,000 Meow_Chow is selling them for. This is horrible. Seriously, what were you thinking when you came up with this? Oh, it's a whole bunch of Blu-ray discs. They gotta be worth a crap ton of money. It's anime titles. They gotta be worth a lot of money. I'm gonna sell them for a crap ton of money, and I'm gonna make a fortune doing it. 104 Blu-ray discs for $5,000. Yep, I'll make that money. That's almost as bad as a couple years ago. I got really desperate for money. I actually was trying to put up my entire Yu-Gi-Oh collection for about $3,000. Keep in mind, I got mostly common cards. So let's see what else Meow_Chow has up here. Oh, here we go. You have Durara Blu-ray for $500. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This is impressive. Teenage Mutant something or other for $500. A lull in something. It's not loading up fast enough, apparently. I don't know why. A Lull in the Sea Complete Series Premium Edition Blu-ray, $500. Durara Blu-ray Complete Lunchbox Limited Edition, $500. Anime Manga Gungrave Trigun Tin Case Limited Collector's Edition Box Set DVD, $624.59. Yeah, I'm gonna go. What is this Teenage Mutant? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Complete Classic Series Collection DVD Box Set, $500. I think we should just all say it in unison here, if I may. Hold on a second. Let me get the right moment here. Let me get us all in tune. No! Seriously, what are you thinking with these prices? And apparently you have sales because you have over 2,000 feedback and a 100% positive feedback rating. Seriously, what are you like selling? Are these from sellers or were you buying stuff? Because if you're buying stuff, you have that. That's great. I want to know what your feedback is as a seller because I think your shit's overpriced. I'm gonna come right out and tell you. You can search up half of those titles in that description. I guarantee you will find them cheaper than that elsewhere on eBay, a lot cheaper. So let's see what else you got up for sale. A lot of vintage hats for $2,000 or best offer. Queen Anne England silver-plated tableware holder, crystal 5-piece Italy glass cups for $200 or best offer. 2-piece black jacket and pants set, size 20 for $200. So like a whole bunch of like costume jewelry, clothing, and DVDs. And a lot of your stuff is very overpriced. Now, some of it I could understand, like rare dinnerware, certain things from other countries. Oh, here we go. A lot of 3 Diva Collection Gone Premium Red Hot, all that glitters. What the hell does that even mean? They look like Barbie dolls. Hipster hat for $100. The Flintstones Wilma and Betty and Pebbles and Bam Bam never removed from box for $500. Oh, here we go. Here we go. This is it. This is perfect. Right here. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of 5 Angry Birds plush toys. 1 Squeeze Talk plush. $234.22 with a $93.69 shipping. Or best offer, mind you. No. I think at this point, no. You're charging like $500 for Barbie doll, $300 for mixed, 17 mixed pieces of figurines. Boots, you're charging $200 for a pair of suede winter boots. Yeah, I don't think so. Nope. Meow_child, congratulations. You are officially my asshole seller of the week. Congratulations, this is a very rare title to get. Alright, Attack on Titans fans, guess what? If you were happy that Season 2 came out and you loved it like a lot of fans do, well, guess what? Season 3 is set to kick off in July. That's right, it's time for you Attack on Titans fans to basically fall in love all over again because the series you love and enjoy so much is coming back for a 3rd helping. So, the wait for Attack on Titan Season 3 isn't looking too bad. During the reading and live event orchestra performance for Attack on Titan that was held last weekend, including plans for a Season 2 compilation film and timing for Season 3. So, the Attack on Titan compilation film called Attack on Titan The Roar of Awakening will condense the events of Season 2 when it opens in Japan on January 13th of next year. So you're getting a compilation film, which is basically going to be a Cliff Notes version of Season 2. And then you just got to wait till July for Season 3 to finally drop. So Attack on Titan, for those of you that have never heard of it, first off, I've seen Season 1. I'm not a big fan of it. Yes, I think it's entertaining. Yes, I think the artwork is beautiful. Yes, the plot is just very impressive. Is it something that I want to sit down and watch every week? Hell no. No. For me, in all honesty, it's a topic that I just can't, it's a show that I just can't sit through and enjoy 100%. I sat through the entire first season, and I felt like I was really pushing myself to do that. 13 or so episodes. I think this was, no. Oh, I think it was 26 episodes, wasn't it? I don't know. first season was enough for me. Then when I find out season 2's coming out, I'm like, okay, I talked about it on a previous podcast because they had the newer Titans were shown off in the trailer. But at this point, okay, season 3, now I think we're just milking this. In all honesty, at this point, I'm like, no, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Look, I'm all for it. Believe me, if a show like this is popular enough, keep it going. It just got to the point where it's like too much gore for me to enjoy. And I'm a person that I could watch an entire... I used to do this, and I would still do it if I had cable. I used to watch like plastic surgery shows, medical drama, stuff like that while I'm eating. Never bothered me. I could watch the most horribly gruesome thing you could imagine on television, in a movie, or something while I'm eating dinner or lunch, not get queasy. This show was testing my entire continuity. It really was. It was testing my constitution. Because, and don't get me wrong, there's a niche market for everything, and there's a market for everything. This, to me, was just not a market that I wanted to get into. I couldn't really follow it. I enjoyed the plot of the first couple episodes, watching them try to take on the Titans, basically try to take back, the city and everything when the Titans decided to attack for a second time. I enjoyed it. I watched it. But it's just not something I could sit down and watch every single week. In fact, to be the part where Aaron's mother gets eaten by the Titan is still something that will haunt me to this day. It will constantly haunt me in my sleep because it was just something that you never expect to see in an anime series. This thing was bloody and gruesome and gory, and that was just the first episode where she got eaten. Then you have the whole Aaron gets eaten part in the first season. By the way, I can't really say spoiler because everybody's had to have watched the first season like 6 or 7 times at this point. So for me, it just was a show that, while the premise and plot were interesting, the gore is what just started throwing me off. But anyway, season 3 is on the way. You can look forward to that. It's kicking off in July. I guess it'll probably be like mid-July. So Toonami's going to try to get their hands on this. Because Viz is doing a lot of... And this is Viz, if memory serves. Or, no. I think, no. This is Funimation. I think it's Funimation. But anyway. Whoever's in charge of it. They're going to try to do a simuldub with it. That's fine. Let them do the simuldub of it. I'm all for it. They'll probably get a lot of people that'll be interested in this. That'll watch it. They'll go, oh yeah, this is really good. Have it simuldubbed like you did Space Dandy. Toonami will take it up in a heartbeat. I know they will. As for me, I don't have cable anymore, so it doesn't really bother me, and this show is just not my cup of tea. It really wasn't. As far as I'm concerned, it's a good show, but it just was way too gory for me. They just started basically spilling buckets of blood everywhere at this point. And the plot just started getting more and more complicated. Okay, so you have Aaron's a Titan, then there's other Titans, and there's other Titans. So you have, like, the Titans that they were attacking, then there's even stronger Titans that the other Titans were trying to protect us from. It makes no sense at this point anymore. It's like the creators are just going, you know what, we got a hit, let's just throw everything in here. Nobody's really questioning it, nobody's complaining, just go balls to the walls on it, and to me it's blech. The first season was good. I'll admit that, first season was good. Second season, the premise was where you lost me. Third season, I'm not even investing in it. It's done. As far as I'm concerned, this could be the last season for it, and I'll be happy. I really will. But anyway, Attack on Titan Season 3 coming July 2018. So look forward to that. I guess, I don't know. I guess people will find it entertaining. I won't. Without fans like you, I wouldn't be doing this, so thank you. And, oh, by the way, the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast is back. See? I told you that wasn't going to take long. Alright, everybody, that's going to do it this week for the Absolutely Completely Random Podcast. And man, this one just pissed right by, didn't it? So, yeah, I had a lot of fun this week with everybody. Really enjoyed my time here. Like I said, I do start night shift this coming week. So, for those of you that reply to do comments, I will answer them as quickly as I can. I usually try to. But if I don't get back to you right away, please don't get upset. It's just the fact that I'll be sleeping during the day and working at night. And this will be going on at least until the end of the year. It'll get worse come December. 'Cause come like around December, I was working like 5 days a week last year, like either Monday night through Friday night or Sunday night through Thursday night. So, yeah, this is going to be one of those. I will try my best to get back to comments as quickly as I can. I usually do, but if I don't, please don't get upset. I will reply back as quickly as I can. That being said, if you have any ideas for topics that you'd like me to talk about, or you see something out there during the week online that you think I would be interested in talking about, or you want to hear me talk about, feel free to leave me a comment, or feel free to drop a hint, either on my Twitter page, @OtakerRoads on Twitter, email it to acrpodcast@gmail.com, or drop it in the discussion section of my YouTube channel. I will be more than happy to do that. I tried getting a chance to check that out earlier today, and I forgot. I do apologize for that. But, in all honesty, I'm being honest. I do try to check that every now and then. I do forget. I do have a bad memory sometimes. But, for the absolutely, completely random podcast this week, I am Andrew Rhodes saying, do not forget to set your clocks back, or make sure you set them back, because guess what? For this hour, I'm basically giving you an hour that you can listen to me for free. Because it's not taking an hour out of your day, because you just got an extra hour that you get to enjoy listening to moi. Yep. So it's going to be good. But anyway, for the absolutely completely random podcast, my name's Andrew Rhodes saying I got to go set my clocks back an hour. See you, everybody. Till next week. Bye, everybody.